Okay, we are live. So for the first 5 minutes, we just want to make sure we get all the bugs and things worked out. Let's see. And also, okay, there we go. Let's see what happens here. Okay. All right. So everyone just be patient with us, or me, should I say. Thank you. We are setting up and getting ready for to do our masterclass today. Let's see. All right. So what I'm trying to do right now is figure out how we're about to go live on Instagram. So it says that we are able to go live on Instagram, but it's not allowing me to for some reason. All right, this might just be one of those things where we just have to go back and just say, oh, okay, oh, well, on this one. Then next time we'll just figure it out from there. So if you are watching, welcome. Again, we are just working out the bugs, getting everything set up, making sure that we are live on all of the locations. So we are on, yep, it's still not here. All right, it's all right. We might just have to pass on live. Let's see if we do it this way. So yeah, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, and what we're trying to do is make sure that we are live on on Instagram. But you know what? We might just have to skip Instagram for right now. This will be one of those lessons learned. If not, yeah, I'm not slinging it. But the only thing, so if I try to do it, no, because if I try to do it from my phone, then it's not going to get the slides and the presentation that's there. All right, so let's see. Let me go over. All right. Okay, so I'm not sure. So if you could type in the chat where you are from, or where you are, where you're located, and your name, just introduce yourself. That would be great. All right, and we will be getting started here shortly. We got about 3 minutes. Let's see, let's try Instagram one more time. So again, we are setting up, making sure that we are good, that sound is good, visuals are good, connection is good. Yikes. Okay, so you know what? We are just simply not going to be able to do Instagram today. So if you can, put in the chat, introduce yourself. Where are you tuning in from? You know, what is it that you're expecting from today? Let's see. Oh, there we go. Oh, hey, Lon. Good evening. Back to you. Is the sound good on your end, or does it sound like I'm actually using a microphone, or does it sound like it's picking up like echoes in the room? Let's see. And then also, is my connection? How's my connection on your end? Is it kind of flowing, or you know, what's up? What's going on? What the goes on? Let's see here. Let me check Facebook. All right, guys, it is 8 o'clock. Just a few more things to check, and we will be getting started. Okay, I see a few shares on Facebook. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, yep, it's showing me as live here. Ooh, great. Okay. Awesome. All right. Something is echoing. Is it echoing now, or was it just echoing just for that moment? Is it echoing still right now? Or is someone talking in the background? Oh, I don't know. I mean, there is someone talking. but I don't think it's picking up way over there though. Let's see. All right, come on in, introduce yourself, say hello. Where are you tuning in from? Hello, mother. Glad to see you. Thank you so much for your support. Also, that was super amazing. For I know a few of you like have been messaging me. You hear talking. Is it me talking or is it like a male voice talking? Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, echoes, but I hear a male voice. Okay. All right, give me 1 second. Shania. Okay, so we got that worked out. Um, okay. Okay, what about the echo? So male voice is done. What about the echo? Is it echoing? Come on in, come on in. Introduce yourself. Thank you guys for tuning in. Good evening. Hello, Dana. No, it's not echoing. Echoing. Okay, awesome. Great, great, great. So we fixed echoing and hopefully we fixed the male voice in the back. Um, let's see. All right, so thank you. You're not glowing. But it's definitely some we got some StreamYard does some amazing things too. Okay. All right. So I'm super excited about today. As you can see, we are going to be talking about something I feel well, first of all, it is definitely something, hey Lanika, that it is definitely something that from my journey, right? So I'm going to share it with you guys, and I'm going to share my journey with you all as well, so I don't want to get ahead of myself too much, but this is very interactive, so just make sure that you are typing in the chat the comments and things like that. I'm going to be asking questions, just kind of just engaging everyone. So this is not just a monologue, this is us coming in together, because the goal of today is to for real like really talk about like these deep rooted things that's really keeping us stuck where we are. Okay. All right. And then also make sure that you're sharing and inviting anybody else who may need to hear this. And even if in real, okay, so even though I know this is like business oriented or whatever, but I want you to know that this is personal as well. So if you know someone who is, might be needing to be able to move forward in life because something has happened, roadblocks, all those things, shoot this to them, because all of the things that I'm going to be talking about today can be used in all areas of your life. Okay. All right. And it's not nothing basic either. I just want to put that out there. Deep rooted. That's the reason I said deep rooted. Okay. So let's get started. All right. Let's see. I wish I could actually have you guys like come on and just like talk. That's actually better. So that way it doesn't feel like I'm by myself. All right, so let's get started with our presentation, and I will be going like back and forth between the slides and between the slides in the video. All right, and I'm still figuring stuff out, so please be patient with me. All right, here we go. I thought that's okay. No, here it is. No, for real. Now here we go. All right, so I'm just pulling up my notes, guys. That's all. It's important to have notes so I don't forget where I'm at. That's not it. Notes, where you at? There we go. All right, thank y'all. Again, be patient with me. We're going to get to rocking. All right, here we go. Okay, so hello, everyone, and welcome to 5 Deep-Rooted Reasons You Still Feel Disconnected or Stagnant as an Entrepreneur. Okay, so even after, doing everything that you could, there's still no movement in your business or in whatever goal that you are trying to achieve, right? And so, really quickly, how many of you are at a standstill with your business or whatever that goal is, for whatever reason? Right? And but however, you have this desire in you to keep moving forward, but for some reason you're finding it difficult to build that momentum, in order to see the results, right? So is that anyone in here? Just in the chat. In the chat. Ooh, from Sacramento. Okay, just make sure you're commenting. So are we? Yes. Okay, Christina. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, let's keep it moving. I told y'all it's very interactive. Don't be asking questions, okay? Sometimes I'm stuck before I can do everything I should, right? Mom puts her thumbs up. All right, so let's keep it moving. So, all right. So ultimately, right, it's like this weird transition where you're uncomfortable with where you are, and you're also inspired to make a shift to what is your next phase, but you don't have the plan to say, all right, here's step one, here's step two, right? You don't have that. It's like you don't have, like, okay, somebody tell me, what do I do next, right? But the desire is there to keep moving, right? So I want you to take a deep breath and get ready to shift, because that's what we're going to be covering today. Today, you're getting the answers you have been waiting for, so that you can fill in these gaps that have been keeping you from being, that business owner, that mom, that co-worker, that whatever that goal is that you are striving to be, wherever you want to improve, right? Being whatever that is, so that you feel and know you are, deep down, or that business owner, you feel you are deep down within your heart, right? And so, to be more specific, about it, to get more specific, about it, the things that we're going to cover over, in our time together. All right, I can actually move my slide now. There we go. All right. And so, yeah, so in order, so to, be more specific, I'm going to give you like these 5 explosive momentum building concepts that's going to help you and your business begin to flow with ease and precision, right? And so I'm going to do that by oh, actually, before we get into how we're going to do that, first I want to know, right? So before we get started, I want you to know, like, who this masterclass is for. Okay, and so it's for those who have been pouring everything into your brand, your time, your passion, and your dreams, but still feels like the success you imagine is starting to be a distant fantasy. Okay, or if you're at a point where your brand feels stuck, whether you're just starting out, feeling stagnant after some growth, or facing changes that challenge your direction, but you're feeling this burning thought that there's more you can achieve. You just need to get over this little hump right here. Okay. All right. Or if your goal isn't just to sell, but to connect deeply with your audience, creating a community of supporters who don't just buy from you, but believe in your vision. Okay. So, I want to let you know that you are in the right place, all right, at the right time. And so, in our time together, and this is where I want to get more specific about what we're actually covering today, right? So, in our time together, I'm going to give the step-by-step confidence building plan to build unshakable confidence, helping you overcome setbacks and self-doubt, even if you've felt unsure and hesitant about your abilities. right? So I want to show you how to conquer the fear that holds you back, empowering you to take bold actions and make significant progress, even if you've been paralyzed by fear or uncertainty. Okay. And you guys talk to me in the chat. If this is something you've been waiting for, let me know. Okay. Let me shift this over here so that way I can see what you guys are writing as well. Okay. There we go. Here. There we go. Okay. All right. And so we're also going to talk about, why the belief of, overwhelm is just part of the process, right? Is a complete myth, and how understanding the real cause of overwhelm can help you regain control and clarity, even if you've been feeling lost and unable to manage the chaos. I'm going to also give you how to sharpen your focus, because, okay, if you're like me, like focus is huge. I get distracted really quickly, and I don't, well, not now, but at one point I wasn't getting a lot done, right? So this is huge, right? So how to sharpen your focus and improve productivity, ensuring you stay on track and achieve your goals, even if you've been struggling with distraction and lack of direction. All right. Yep. Absolutely. Nika said absolutely. Okay. And then, so I also want to give you the secret weapon to build a reliable support network, ensuring you never feel isolated or unsupported in your journey, even if you felt alone and disconnected from those who could help. So now this one right here was a big one, especially those who are already, in our community. Like, this was a huge one, and maybe later on we'll kind of get them to talk about it, because this was a huge transformation in, I think, with even how we approached things inside of our group. All right, so but let's keep moving. Right. And so and finally, so I want to show you how to gain a sense of direction and purpose, helping you to navigate your path with confidence and certainty, even if you felt aimless and unsure of your next steps. Okay, so now, based on what we're going to cover today, let me just either get a raised hand emoji, or I don't know, give me something in the chat to say, okay, I'm in the right place today. Like, I know I'm going to get something out of today's conversation. Let me see. There we go. Let me know. How are we feeling? We got some thumbs up. Yep. Okay. Yep. Definitely in the right place. Definitely. Okay. So let's move forward. So right. So by the end of this session, you will have the powerful tools and transformative insights to reignite your fiery passion and propel your business and life to new heights. Now, I want you to imagine moving forward with renewed energy and unshakable determination, breaking free from the exhaustion and sacrifices that have held you back. Okay. Now, I know that sounds super amazing. Definitely in the right place. Yes, ma'am. All right. Let's keep it going. All right. So now I really want participation right here. Okay. So I'm want to ask you a few questions. And if you see yourself or can relate to any of them, I want you just to put me in the chat. Right. So y'all get ready and get ready to have your hands on the keyboard. Right. Me in the chat if this is you. Okay. I'm going to ask just a few questions. Right. Right. So the first one. Do you often feel overwhelmed by the demands of your business, unsure of how to prioritize tasks and make impactful decisions? Now, for those who are not here for business, I want you to put whatever that goal is that you are reaching for, right? What is that vision that you are reaching for, right? Okay, me. Yeah. Okay. So the next question, right? Have you ever doubted your ability to lead your business to success, questioning whether you have what it takes to achieve your goals? Anybody? Me? Lenique's like, me. She put capital MEEE. Okay. Me. All right. So what about this one? Are you finding it difficult to stay focused and motivated despite your passion for your business and the goals you want to achieve? Me, look, me, look at that. Me, okay. And this is the last question. Last question. Do you feel isolated on your entrepreneurial journey, struggling to find the right support and guidance to help you move forward confidently? Right. I told you that support is huge. I don't care whether you're talking about business or whatever, that support is huge. Me. Look at that. All the me. So really quick. Right. So here's something I really want to point out. Right? Because oftentimes we definitely feel alone, or we feel like we're going through a process by ourselves, or it's definitely sometimes things could feel isolating, like isolating situations. I want you to look at how many me's are in the chat, right? I want you to pay attention to y'all. I didn't even turn the thing back on, so y'all couldn't even see what I was doing over here. There we go. So so pay attention to how many me's are in the chat, right? It's how many me's are in the chat. Notice that you're not by yourself. Like you're this is something that a lot of us, deal with. And so moving on, right? The thing I want you to take in, along with that you're not by yourself, is that the obstacles that we just talked about, these are not the real issues. Okay. And so it's like, okay, well, what's the real issue? Because this is real in my life right now. Right. So the real issue, right, is that these roadblocks are just the surface, and are distracting you from the real problem. And the real problem is that you haven't identified and addressed the deeper issues that are holding you back from reaching your full potential. Okay. And so today we're going to dig deep and uncover those hidden obstacles and provide you with the strategies and the insights to overcome them and achieve the success you deserve. So, all right. So soon we're definitely going to get into what the deep dive entails, but know this: once we begin to move past the surface level and go deeper, you're going to cultivate a deep sense of purpose and in direction, ensuring every step you take is in alignment with your long-term goals. Okay. You're going to enhance your focus and productivity, enabling you to achieve more in less time without feeling overwhelmed. Okay. Okay. And then you're going to also be able to create a supportive network that understands and aligns with your vision, providing invaluable guidance and encouragement. And then you're also going to be able to build a resilient mindset that empowers you to overcome challenges and setbacks with ease. Okay. All right. Nope. You are not alone. Okay. And then finally, you will identify. Looks like I got two things here. After the deep sense of purpose and direction. Okay, so I'm gonna read both of them, but but you will identify and eliminate the hidden obstacles that have been sabotaging your progress, leading to newfound momentum. And then I have one. See, y'all, bear with me. No, because that was the first one. I just didn't change it. All right. So, but yes, so all of these things we are going to be achieving today. All right. So now what I want to do is, for those who are who are not familiar with me, for those of you who are not familiar with me and what I do, let me just take a quick minute to introduce myself. Okay. And so as I mentioned before, my name is Alicia Richardson. I am a brand strategist and a business coach. And I definitely love what I do. And so this is more than just a passion for me. It's my purpose. This I feel is like the avenue that God gave me to literally minister. Okay. And so I don't take this lightly. some of you might be thinking, okay, girl, like calm down. Like that's a strong conviction. But like many of you, I have had I've had some storms in my life, and there were times I really just I didn't even know, up from down. Like stuff just got real crazy. So one of the things that, I've shared before, but I'll share now is that, I've had a child born under a pound, in and out of the hospital, going through also, went through separation, divorce, all these things. Now, these are huge things that can really knock you out, knock you down. And if you're not careful, you'll be knocked down and it'll be hard to get back up. Okay. And so, regardless of all those things that happen, I always came back to the burning desire to, serve entrepreneurs like yourselves who don't just look at having a business to make money, but to make a difference and leave a legacy. And it's actually kind of funny, like how I got started. And so, really quick, when it comes to your business, how many of you ever said, I just want to help people? How many of you have just, just when it comes to like your business or whatever it is that you're going to do, like all you said was, all right, I'm going to get started and all I want to do is help people. Is that anybody in here? Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. And that is it's very common as you get started. You just start and your main basis is just, I want to help people. All right. Yeah. Okay. So some of you relate to that. So, all right. So I knew that I was skilled in designing things, very early on in life. So eventually that turned into me designing like logos, websites, like you see it on the screen here, for my friends and family. And at that point in beginning, like I was not charging, like I, wasn't charging. I just wanted to help people. And so at the same time, it was also a space for me to, be creative. But one particular night, my ex-husband was like waiting for me to, for both of us to like go to bed. But then, I looked at the clock and it was like, okay, it's 9 o'clock. So just give me a minute and I'll be there. Give me like, 20 minutes. Right. All right, y'all. So I sat on the computer, or I was sitting on the computer working, and he came back out, and I looked at the clock, and in my head again, I thought 20 minutes had passed, but I think it was, like I said, 9 o'clock. I think at that time when I looked, it was like 11 o'clock at night, right? So when again, y'all understand is when you passionate about something, you can get lost in it, okay? But anyway, so that moment sparked a conversation, and in a very important question, which is, why aren't you charging? Like you're putting all your time and effort into this. Why aren't you charging? And so, boom, this is where we are right now. This is how AR Idea Factory, Alicia Richardson, brand strategists all got started. Okay. And so, just want to serve others and build legacy for my growth. Yes. Okay. So, really quick. So I'm a mom of two very, handsome, smart boys. I am a brand strategist. I am a published author, and so I've been doing this for over 6 years. I think I can say I've been doing this for over 8 years. I just say 6 is just like a safe number, so I don't have to go back and, count or whatever like that. So, but yeah, so that is me. And so now, we are going to jump into it. Y'all, I promise you, I keep losing my script. Okay, so, but now, let's jump into it, into the deets of why we are here today, right? So I am here to give you guys these 5 amazing and explosive, concepts today. And so I need some help. I need somebody on this computer, somebody else on that computer. All right. And so the first thing that we are going to talk about today, the first concept I'm going to give you, is don't start with strategy, right? Start with you. Okay. When I made the decision to, figure out how in the world do I connect back to my passion, to my business, the first thing I did was what most people do, go to Google or wherever platform, and I typed in, I need a revised strategy on how to market my services. Okay. And so, all right. So for the majority, that sounds like reasonable and like, duh, like that would be a smart thing to do. Right. And so I came up with a couple of, great ideas. However, none of them got me any traction. So I immediately started feeling again defeated, and I started questioning myself, is this really what I am supposed to do? What am okay, make sure I got that right. Right. So what am I supposed to be doing? God, did I hear you right? Maybe this ain't for me, right? Am I the only one? Right? If things don't start working and you don't see the movement, you start questioning. Okay. And in all my research, my past experiences, none of it taught me that I was missing the mark because I had not checked in with myself. I didn't realize that after going through, my separation, going through divorce, taking care of a, child who was sick, and moving, that I had not healed emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, right? And so I know I'm not the only one in this room who, will shut down quickly just to push through an uncomfortable situation. Am I? Like I know that's not just me. Like I will literally shut down all emotion just so that I can push forward, right? Because in my head, I'm like, okay, I don't have the time to feel. I have to make moves. I have kids. I don't have time to stop. All right. And so, but then when we get to the other side, and it's like you're depleted. And so for me, I was depleted and depressed. All right. like, like, am I the only one? Okay. No, right. I'm not. Thank you. Thank you for not letting me be by myself. All right. And so let me ask you all, okay, when was the last time you checked in with you? And I mean, you put yourself first and you really took the time to check in with you. Like I really want y'all to answer that. Like like put it in chat. When was the last time like you really checked in on you? Cuz I know for a fact like it is hard to, your schedule is crazy. Things happen, things keep coming up, right? Wow, never. I don't know. Wow. 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 So just keep listening. Okay. So, like checking in with yourself, it is crucial because it's the key to reconnecting with your passion and reigniting the fire in your business. And so, the more self aware you are about where you are emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, you're able to see what's standing in the way of your desires, what's standing in the way of your strengths, okay, and in your dreams. But the problem is, most entrepreneurs, especially women business owners, already have so much on their plate, right? We wear so many hats that we often forget about our own needs. And so the only time you have time, for yourself is when you get in the bed. And even then, like you're still thinking about things that, okay, I got to do this. Oh, I didn't finish this today. Oh my goodness, I forgot to call so and so back. Right? Am I right? Am I right? Link said she just recently started. That's amazing. Yeah, okay. So I know I'm not the only one there. So now, if you connect with what I just said, again, you are not alone. And I've struggled with this myself. And so did many other business owners. Now, one client in particular comes to mind. Okay. And so for this client that I had, she was starting a brand new business, but was hesitant to, work with me in the beginning because her schedule was like packed. like packed with, taking care of everybody else. And I mean, she didn't even have room to breathe. All right. And so she had the same doubts and worries many of us do, right? So she was starting a new business, but she felt overwhelmed by her packed schedule. She was hesitant to work with me because she thought she wouldn't have the time and or the energy to truly commit. Have we all been there? There's things that we want to do for ourselves. There's things that, we want to get done, but it's hard for us to commit to them because we're already thinking about everything else that we have on our plate, right? But I will say this: despite her hesitation, she took the leap, and since then, she hasn't looked back because we got her, together. We looked at her schedule. We found ways to make room in her schedule, right? And so the thing about it is she went from a chaotic, busy life to one where she had time, for herself, for her business, for her family. She eventually learned to prioritize her own well-being. And in doing so, she found the energy and passion she needed in order to work on her business. So her story shows us that our beliefs as entrepreneurs. Why is that? Okay. And when we act on those beliefs have a direct impact on our business ability to thrive. And so the hard truth is we often ignore our own needs because we believe that focusing solely on strategy and business tasks is the only way to succeed. But here's the thing: if we neglect ourselves, we lose the passion and the energy to drive our business. Listen, I am here to tell you that you are the heart of your business, of your goals, of your passion, the vision that God gave you. And taking care of yourself is crucial for its success. Your business may, be part of your story, but it is not all that you are. And so until you begin to prioritize yourself and check in with your own needs and passions, your business will continue to struggle to reach its full potential. I want to really quickly go back because I need to drive this home. So the reason I shared her story and I missed this part here, that's what I was looking confused, is because one of the things that the client did was she actually went to go purchase. Remember, I talked about how, the first thing I did was go to Google. Okay. But she actually went to go do something similar. She went to go purchase something to help, prioritize her day without checking in with herself. That's what I was missing from there. Okay. So now that hopefully that connects. Okay. All right. So, making the shift to focus on yourself first does not mean you are neglecting, everything else around you. It just means that you're making a conscious decision to build a stronger foundation within yourself so that your business can flourish. Okay. All right. So, all right. Now let me ask this. And I want you to put it in the chat. Who in here feels like, they're just simply running in circles, giving, you're giving your all, but you're getting nowhere, right? I want you, if type me in the chat, whatever, type me in the chat. Is this anybody in here that you feel like you're running in circles and you're not getting anywhere? I mean, while I am waiting on that, let me drink some water. I do. Jasmine said, I do. My mom said at times, excuse me, at times. Okay. Me. Okay. All right. So for those who feel that way, I really want you to pay attention to this next point that I'm about to pull up here. All right. And so more than likely you're going to get like so much needed light. So before we move on, let me do my little banner change, right? And so what the next point is, I keep saying thing, which is Check the ingredients of your routine. Okay, now I'm gonna let y'all know what that means here in a minute. Okay, all right, so one of the most dangerous concepts we as business owners, as human beings, or as people who are goal oriented accept, right? The things we accept is follow a routine. Okay, now I know that sounds crazy because any good coach, therapist, or mentor, including myself, will tell you that having a routine is the difference between your business thriving or failing. All right, so now, okay, now you're saying, so then what makes it dangerous? Here's why. A routine is like a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's the very thing you need to be successful. But on the other hand, it can become a trap that keeps you stuck in an unproductive pattern that hinders your progress and keeping your vision out of reach. Listen, I had a routine. I had a routine, and that routine made my days much more efficient. Okay, the routine made room for me to have time for myself, work on my business, and spend quality time with my family. Okay, but my business still did not move or have any movement. And so not only that, I was really motivated. I was very motivated. Okay, um but I still really didn't feel like that burning passion that I had felt before when I first started my business. And here's what I figured out. When you have a routine, it shapes your brain to develop and reinforce habits and patterns, both old and new. So over time, these repeated actions, the thoughts, the beliefs, the words, they become automatic. And so it begins embedding themselves deeply into your subconscious, and it becomes a part of your identity. And so for me, I had been unconsciously sabotaging my business with what I like to call silent vision killers. All right. And we're going to go deeper. Just bear with me. Please bear with me. Okay. Right. And I didn't know it. And so the reality of it all is you secretly feel like you're stuck in this weird phase of life where you can't stand your current situation, right? You're uncomfortable, and it's gnawing at you because you see where you want to be. It's so close you can almost taste it. But the life you want, you can't figure out how to get there. And so for some of you, it's not even about the how anymore. It's the why. Why can't I seem to move past this, right? You've done it before. But for some reason, this time it's different. It's frustrating, it's painful. It's it feels like you're trapped in this cycle that you just can't break. And so at the end of the day, no matter how great your routine is, you're harboring silent vision killers like self-doubt, fear, unresolved emotional baggage, overthinking, toxic relationships, okay? Not feeling qualified, or even guilt. And a big guilt is mom guilt, okay? Guilt, whatever kind of guilt, right? These are silent killers that often get trapped inside of our routine, or ways, things that we say about ourselves, things like that, okay? And so with that being said, does anybody care to share if there are any silent killers that they might share? You don't have to share it, but said it's all of that. Yeah. 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 Right? What silent killer is are you holding on to? What are the silent killers you're holding on to that you need to release? Okay. And so the habits we form dictate our progress. Sometimes the very routine we trust is what, keeps us from achieving greatness. And one last thing is, for those who might be saying, okay, well, I'm in the clear. I still have not established my routine. Okay. Understand that just because you have not really developed a routine consciously, trust and believe you still have patterns that influence your actions. And this means the silent vision killers are still present and dictating how you move, right? How you feel and make decisions. And when you identify and remove the silent vision killers, that are that are cycling through your routine, you will break free from what holds you back and rediscover your true self. And so this clarity will help you reconnect with your inner passion, reignite the motivation, and empower you to move forward with renewed energy and purpose. All right. And so this facts, everything you just said. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now this is going to lead me to my next point. All right. And so my next point, boop, 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 go back, is, all right, y'all. Oh, this one, I like this one. All right. This is my next point. Shaky faith means no faith. Okay. Shaky faith means no faith. All right. So now, this next point, it might sting a little bit, but who here ever, second guess their ability, their knowledge, or their skill level, whether to help their client, to do whatever, right? Who here has ever second guessed themselves? And while I wait for y'all to answer, I'm drink some water because my throat is dry. All the time, all the time. Ooh, all the time. All the time. I do. Okay, we're gonna get we getting that fixed today. Okay. Um. Okay. So, all right. So, here's a reality that most entrepreneurs or most people don't take the time to consider thoroughly, and that's faith can't live where doubt is, and doubt can't live where faith is. What most don't understand is just because you say you have faith in one area of your life, or that you say it in general, does not mean that it's truth. Okay. All right. So I'm about to go a little bit deeper. So I need y'all to follow me. All right. And I'm about to get a little personal as well. Right. And so with some of you, with this next, some of you, okay. So okay, just had to find my place. Sorry. All right, so we about to get a little deeper. All right, so for some of you, this is why your prayers feel like they are not working, or being, or they feel like they're being ignored, right? And I know that is a lot to hear. Okay, but listen, I know some of you literally lay awake at night questioning not just your business, but wondering, why are you here? Like, what is your purpose? And the truth is, the concept of faith goes beyond lip service. A feeling, it goes beyond a feeling, and most definitely it goes beyond what you see. And so for majority of us, the action of choosing whether or not we hold hands with faith or doubt is an unconscious decision controlled by what you believe at your core. However, the problem becomes, what do you truly believe about yourself, about your business and your purpose? What is it? What do you truly believe at your core? And the hard reality of it all is the beliefs we know we need in order to be successful in our purpose, our calling. We really don't know how to operate in it because it's hard to see past what you're currently going through. And so many of us are busy simply trying to survive minute by minute, day by day. Okay? I know that was a lot, y'all. I know it was a lot. But how many of you know that by shifting your belief has the power to heal generations, not just for the future, but for the generations that came before you? Okay? And so, like I shared earlier, I have been, branding for over 6 years. And one of my biggest supporters is my mom, which is here today. And I'm pretty sure majority of you were invited by her, by the way. But then, all right. But here's the thing. So she actually decided to participate in one of my programs. And again, a little hesitant. She was definitely a little hesitant, but she got there. And so to give a little background, right? And mom, I hope this is okay. I've shared this before, but just beat me up later if it's not. But my mom's definitely dealt with a lot, right? And so within a 7-year time span, she lost a child, she lost her mother, her child and her mother to cancer, and then she ended up, lost her grandmother to natural causes, right? And then it was extremely hard on her. And after, her mother passed away, I described to her that it felt like she literally, got in the bed and just never got up. And that was from my standpoint, my viewpoint as a child. And that's how I felt, right? And so for over like a long period of time, my mother really doubted herself, in a lot of aspects of her life. And it wasn't until she began, we began working together on a professional level that she began to shift her belief about herself and her ability, in all of her roles. Now, I want y'all to understand this, that my mom walks around with so much confidence and peace within herself, right? She is showing up intentionally and impactfully ever since we've started working together. But the most beautiful thing about it all, for me personally, is that she is present. What I pray you all take away from my mom's vulnerable moment is that you're not you're not careful about what, hold on, that should say that you're careful about what you believe at your core. Oh, that if you're not careful about what you believe at your core, you could end up in a place where you're just going through the motions, not fully living or experiencing the joy and the fulfillment that comes from truly, believing in yourself and in your purpose. You could be missing out on the incredible potential within you because doubt is clouding your vision. And so faith and doubt cannot coexist in the same space. By allowing doubt to creep in, it erodes the foundation of your faith, making it unstable and ineffective. So if you want to build a successful business, reach your goals, see your vision through and live a fulfilled life, you must choose to operate from a place of unwavering faith. Okay? All right. Oh, mom, you gave me the thumbs up. Thank you. This is real. Yes. Yep. This is real. Okay. So just checking in. Okay. So just a quick recap of, where we are. Thank you guys for the hearts and the thumbs up. Really quickly, just a real recap of what we've talked about this far before moving forward is the first thing we talked about was don't start with strategy, start with you. Okay. The next thing we talked about was check the ingredients of your routine, right? And so we just talked about shaky faith means no faith. All right. And so now we're going to move on to our fourth concept. Before I move on, let me check in with everybody. If y'all could let me know, are y'all getting anything from this? If so, share. What is it? What is it that was like a big aha moment for you? If y'all don't mind. Not Lanika talking about some passing a collection plate. Share with me just if you could type in the chat, like, are you getting anything? Talk to me. Let me click on comment. What are you guys getting? What are you guys getting? And I'll drink another sip of water as well while I wait on it, because I know y'all probably got to type a lot of stuff. Yes, having a routine. Yep. And what's in that routine? Making sure that those ingredients are hitting a point. The routine, we have to be able to adjust when needed. Okay. Christina say yes. Okay. Good. There's a better way to proceed. Okay. All right. And yes, love the shaky faith. All right. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, girl. My shaky faith is no faith. Yes, I really need to discover. Oh, you know what? I can show these. I forgot about that. Yes, I really need to discover, acknowledge, and heal the root issues that have caused, I think, in myself. Maybe thought cause, I don't know. In myself. Okay. Yes, when you spoke of your mother dealing with the death of her mom, I felt that same way until I moved to North Carolina. Okay. Catherine, a routine is very important when starting a business. Absolutely. Checking in with yourself. That is huge. Doubt. Okay. Thank you, Lanika. Doubt. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and move on. Ooh, thank y'all for talking to me. That makes me feel good. Okay. It feels like, just me on the screen. I really prefer more people up here. Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next one. Banner. Where we at? Ooh, okay. Yeah, this the good ones. Okay. I mean, all of them are good, but okay. All right. Get a fail-proof support system. All right. Okay. Now, this is the one I was saying, this is the harder one to do. It don't matter if you're in business or whatever, because you know what? I ain't even gonna go into it. I'm just going, okay, let's go into it. All right. So first of all, I'm not here to let you know that you need a support system to succeed, right? So those of you who have a purposeful business or impactful business or just have lived life already know that you need different types of support, whether it be physical, financial, spiritual, mental, you know what I'm saying? Just support is needed. All right. So I just wanted to clear that up. Right. So that's not, so if y'all just kind of tuned out like, oh, I know about support. No, we going in a different direction. Again, this is deep rooted reasons. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So, now what I want to talk about is why is finding support so daggone hard? Okay. Right. Am I wrong? Seriously, like, right. Finding support, it gets hard. Okay. All right. And so this is, here we go. Yeah. Oh yes. Yep. So, this is one of the bigger discussions we have in our community that, I mentioned that before. Right. And so I'm not kidding. Almost 100% of the business owners in our community, when they first come and talk about the struggles of, getting support. Right. And so today I'm about to break down the hidden nuances of getting the support you need to overcome the sad and isolating feeling like you're in this all by yourself. or like no one understands what you're going through. All right. And so hopefully, even from just everything that we've talked about today, and you see the me's in the chat, that you see like you're not going through things like, on your own. Like, people do understand. People go through these things. Okay. All right. And so if you have been taking notes, I do want you to write this down. And so that is the first reason why it's so hard. I want you to write this down. Right person. You know what? Actually, I can put this in the thingy too, because I can copy and paste. Right. So right person, wrong position. Let's see if it'll allow me to add it. All right. Let's do it this way because it's too many letters. Here we go. All right. Y'all, we're doing this on the fly. Right person, wrong position. Okay. They have, the right skills, but are placed in a role that doesn't leverage their strengths. But the problem with this is that it leads to insufficiency and frustration for both parties. Okay. So again, that's right person. They want to help. They're very supportive, but we've put them in the wrong position. Okay. And so the next one we're going to talk about is wrong person altogether. So they're simply not, a good fit for what you need. And so the problem with this is that it definitely can create, more problems than it solves, adding stress, and confusion. And so we get, and oftentimes, we get wrong person altogether is because a lot of times we have this expectation in our mind about who is required to help or who is required to support. And ultimately, nobody is required to support in any given area, right? And so we have to remove this limiting belief of required support, right? And so I'll keep going. You know what? I'm gonna keep going because I'm gonna start talking and I'm gonna get past everything I'm supposed to be talking about today. All right. So yeah. All right. So the next one is, all right, there we go. Add banner. The next one is you're unclear about where you really need the support. All right. And so if you don't know what you need, it's impossible to find the right help. Right. And so where we kind of run into an issue here is you begin wasting time and resources on areas that don't make a significant impact. And I know for me, and this is very common when you're first starting out because you have no idea about nothing, right? Which is one of the reasons it's important to, before starting to go and reach out for this or that, is that you really have a defined vision, right? You've really clarified the vision of where it is you want to go. So that way, this will be a great person for this. This will be, I'm saying, you start identifying things a lot easier. Okay. And so the last one, and I think a lot of us here can relate to this one. A lot of us here can relate to this one. Okay. And there we go. And that is hyper independence. And so this is for those who have been let down so much that at this point, you can't trust or depend on anybody else, right? And so you say, you know what, might as well do it by myself. But the problem with this is it leads to burnout and it prevents you from, scaling your business or reaching the goal that you need to reach. Okay. All right, let's go back here. Revelation. Yep. All right, so let's take this down and let's put back up fail proof. There we go. Okay. And so now the question is, who or what is the right fit for support? And how do we find them? right? And so as entrepreneurs, we face a unique challenge that many people, including ourselves, often don't fully grasp. And so starting a business is like raising a baby from birth. You're responsible for shaping every aspect of their development. Okay. And so there's a significant gap in understanding. Okay. And the reality is that everything needed to build a thriving business has to be created from scratch. Unlike, traditional jobs where, the system and the structure, it's already in place. Entrepreneurs have to pull everything out of the thin air, to make their vision a reality. And so what does this have to do with support and knowing if you have the right support? All right. So the foundation of support is not external, right? It's not about who didn't help. It's not about who did what or who you felt like should do whatever. It's internal. Okay. And the truth is this: because we are starting from scratch, majority of entrepreneurs have not defined or clarified their vision in such a way that they themselves can understand it. And wait, watch this. And so that they can run with it. We all know Habakkuk, 2, chapter 2, 2-3, right? And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Through it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Right? But y'all, we out here running with a vision, but we ain't made it plain yet. So if it ain't plain to you, how do you expect the support to know where to add their talents or their skills? Okay. All right. So let's move on to the next point here. All right. Yep. Ma'am, that's me. All right. Word. Okay. All right. We're going to go ahead to our final point. And that is, get a business coach. And for those who are not here for business, get a life coach. Get some kind of coach. Get somebody. Okay. All right. So let me just say this. All right. So when I first started in business, again, I was excited, I was motivated, and I was ready to do whatever it took to, be successful. And honestly, I got far on my own, but then I began to like plateau. Okay. And trust me when I say this, being motivated but stuck in a plateau feels like having a car, engine revved up, but with nowhere to go. That is frustrating, right? And so in my head, I thought, okay, I just need someone to show me, what to do, and I'll take it from there, right? So like I figured things out this far. Right. So I started YouTubing. Here we go again. I started YouTubing, Googling, watching all of like the free resources that I could find. And so the information that I got was great. And I learned a lot. In fact, much of what I learned, like I'm giving you guys today, right? But the thing is, I ended up with a bunch of knowledge, but I didn't know how to actually implement it in a way that made sense for my business. Or how do I get the stuff that I learned, to connect with the type of clients that I wanted to work with. And so I needed to figure out, how do I streamline and make sense of all of the knowledge that I had. Right. And so has anyone heard of the cross of success? Has anybody ever heard of the cross of success? Okay. And end up there, because you right about that. I know. Yes. At one point I had two. Right. All right. So let's talk about the cross of success. Right. This is a game changer. Right. All right. So this concept, which I first learned in church, was powerful in helping me to understand what I needed to do in order to move the needle in my business. Right. And so here's what I want you to do. I want you to picture a cross. All right. In your mind. And so, and I'm going to break down what each part of, the cross means and how it can elevate your business the way that it did mine. All right. So first, I want you to start at the foot of the cross. This part is about being in a position to help someone. When you teach or mentor others, it reinforces your own knowledge and skills, and it also gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment, knowing that you're making a difference in someone else's journey. Okay, so that's the bottom of the cross. So the next part is, the arms of the cross, right? And so these represent your peers or your community. These are people who are on the same journey as you, and so they understand the struggles and victories because they're going through similar things. And your community can offer support, they can share ideas, and they keep you motivated, right? And that's all I was explaining, like earlier, like our community of what we have, like it's amazing. And so now I had both of these, but the last portion, which I was missing, was the top of the cross. And this part represents having a mentor or a coach. And so this is someone you look up to, someone who, has been where you want to go. They can guide you, give you advice, and help avoid mistakes. And so having a mentor is like having a map to your destination. Right. And so this discovery felt like freedom. and here's why I say that. When I finally found the right coach for me, right? Someone who understood me, someone I felt heard by. It was like, she had been walking with me all along, even though I had just met her. Like, many of you, before meeting the right fit, I came across a lot of coaches who I really didn't like connect with. And so it wasn't because they didn't know, what they were doing. It was because their journey and their experiences were not what I had been through. So they were only able to relate to me on, things about business. And so the secret to finding a great coach is finding someone who has been where you are and who is and who is now where you want to be. Okay. And so when I got that revelation, the investment to have her in my as my coach, it really didn't matter because she had the blueprint to get me to where I wanted to be. Now, so to those of you still hesitating, I want you to say this or see this. A great coach can be the missing piece in your journey. They can help you see clearly, provide the guidance you need, and the support in achieving your goals. Right. And so don't be afraid to invest in yourself by finding the right coach to walk this path with you. All right. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So, really quickly, before moving on to the rest of the slides, before we begin to close it out, does anyone want to share anything? I think I can send a link to, let me move this over here because y'all looking at the side of my face right now. Let's move it over here. I think I could send a link. Would anybody like to come up here and maybe give their thoughts? Completely agree. Yes. Maybe give their thoughts on what they have learned today, or if anyone who's actually in our community to talk about, just like your experience with understanding and having all of these things in place. You can, yeah, I know. Who wants to be a guest? Who wants to come on? I don't want to just, volunteer or, anything. Does anybody want to come up and share what they want or what they got? Does anybody have any questions? I'll come up, Lon. Okay, let me get you up here. There we go. All right. Does anyone have any questions? You could put that in the chat. Um, I wonder. I think real. Lon, did I send you the right thing though? Let me do this. Let me do. If I do an invite to now, Mom, I know you know how to do this because you know how to work this. Work this. Um, Copy. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. How about that? Right? I'm gonna put the link in the chat and let's see how that works. All right. So if you want to come up, I think you could click the link, and you should be able to come up. But to like to date, right? Let's take this down. Okay. And so, like, today my goal again was to, share this experience, something that I had been through. I wanted to share my knowledge and what I learned from, what I had been through. And so by doing that, I know that it helps. There we go. Coach Lon is here. All right. Hold on. You ain't on here yet. There we go. There you are.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, sorry I had to like go get the app, copy and paste and all
Oh,
this because I was on the,
got you.
but it's all good. So I just wanted to come up because I'm part of the branding boot camp, the beta, and I just want to say that it is amazing what you're doing and what we've done in the branding boot camp. It was for I believe 8 weeks, and I just love the journey that you take us through, because as a mindset coach, it's like the coach does need a coach. Like we need
Yes.
someone to see like the blind spots that aren't really taking us to where we truly want to go. And in the branding bootcamp, you were able to help me see where my gap was, in
Yeah.
which the routine, that was number one. Like that was my blind spot. Like I was pretty much winging everything and not really focused. Like I felt like I had my things together and I was actually doing what I wanted to do, but I wasn't doing it at the magnitude that I should be doing it at.
Right.
And then I'm pulling over so that I can really focus. Um, at the magnitude that I really should be doing it at. And so once I was able to figure out that gap
Mm-hmm.
of me not having a schedule, and then like us getting together with other, having partners, and then being able to see that other people are using calendars that are working for them. Like it was it was top notch.
Yeah. That's
So
good. And so I want to say, I think so when we talk about the calendar schedule, so they don't know the
oh yeah,
magnitude.
sorry.
They don't know the magnitude of when we talk about the tool that I gave. They don't know the magnitude of talking about schedule. So right now, for I think everyone here, like they kind of have a general idea, but the magnitude of what I walked them through when it came to their schedule, I think it was huge because it was an eye opener, because it allowed them to really see, where pretty much like, okay, where was wasted time, where was things that they could get rid of, pretty much like how do we make things more efficient, right? And so the story about the client that I had whose schedule was really packed, definitely very, and I'm looking at it and I'm writing everything down, and I mean there was no room in her schedule. And so by doing the exercise with her, we were able to literally clear her day up. And so a lot of times we feel like we don't have time for our business. We don't have time for the time for the things that we want. But until you have that person to kind of give that outside look into your life, it's going to be hard for you to kind of get that together, to get out of struggleville with your day.
Right.
One of the bigger things too, Lon, if you can talk about, is just like, how has it been being in a community or having the support? Let's not even use community. Let's just say support, right? Because support is huge for all of us. Support is one of the things that can literally make us or break us. And so, or and then yeah, so I'll leave it there. What is your experience when it comes to where you were before with support and where you are now with support?
So before, it's like I've had support, but not like this. Like this support was, it was very deep, and the the beauty of it was that everyone was at different levels in different spaces. So then we all were able to contribute to the support. And if there's like if one person has like a question, then everyone is rallying around this person to
Mm-hmm.
ensure that they have what they need to pursue and push forward in whatever their passion is, or whatever struggle they're having for that week, even
Yeah.
if it was in their personal life. So that was the one thing that I really enjoyed, that I still enjoy, but I enjoyed about the support, was that it is it's deeper than just, okay, you have this person that you can
Mm-hmm.
connect with if you're working this program. No,
Right.
you have a everyone to connect with, because you are running a business and you are your brand. So you're learning about yourself, like, how you were explaining at the beginning of this,
Mm-hmm.
was you learn about yourself, you learn things about yourself that you don't even realize is there.
Yep. It's almost like a mirror. It's like being having that support is literally like having a mirror that you're being able to look at, a non-judgmental mirror. Let me say that, a
Yeah.
non-judgmental mirror that you're able to look into and say, wow, I didn't know this. I can improve on this. And a lot of I think the biggest thing, and I thought was funny, because I did not realize that this was going to be the shift or the change, was how we, yeah, this, we supposed to be working on branding and business and stuff like that. But the biggest thing that we actually work on is like the personal, like the entrepreneur themselves. And so the amount of work and the amount of time we spend working on the individual actually was surprising to me. I thought it would be more business, but it is actually more working on the individual than it was, working on the business. So all of it gets done, but the amount that comes out
Right.
with that was, I thought, was surprising for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and so much so that we don't even want it to end. We're like, okay, so what are you going to do with us now?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was good.
Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing. I am going to go ahead and round us up.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I don't know how you get out of here. You can remove me. Oh, I think I can.
got
Oh,
it. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. So, and if there's anybody else who wants to come up and share, please feel free. If anyone knows me, we open and we free over here. Okay. Okay. So let me go ahead and pull up the presentation. Okay. Come on up. Hit the link. Come on up. Come on up. Come on up. Hit the link. I think, did I put the link in there? Let's see. All right. Let me know. There's that link again. All right, and when I see you, I'll pull you up. And again, if there's anyone else you want to share, please feel free. Um, Feedback is amazing. I love feedback because it helps me also. Um, and if you have any questions, I didn't see any questions. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Maybe how you could do, or what would be a better, like, what would be a good idea for this? Anything. You don't see the link, Ma? Just put it in there. It's literally in the chat. You don't see it. Oh, you on Facebook? That's probably why. Um, I don't know how to help you, mother. Um, come into the studio. Come into the studio and see if you can get the link from that chat. Let's see. Let's see. Banner. Banner comment. Okay. I don't know, mother. Sorry. Um. Okay. So while you work on that, I'm gonna go ahead and push forward here, and then when you come up, I'll bring you in. How about that? So let me go ahead and push forward here. Okay, so to invite into the studio. I did invite you. Um mm, go into StreamYard. Oh, you know what? What if I send you a messenger? Oh, I don't have Facebook pulled up. All right. All right, let me pull this up. Add. There we go. Okay. So, what we covered today. Mom, come into the. You said I have to invite. I did invite you though. I'm sorry, guys. It's the part right here. Let me do messenger. Okay. I'm sending you a messenger on Facebook. All right, you should get it there. All right, now let me get back. Okay. All right, so now today, um, I showed you the step-by-step confidence building plan to build an unshakable confidence, helping you to overcome setbacks and self-doubt, even if you felt unsure or hesitant about your abilities. Right? I showed you how to conquer the fears that hold you back, empowering you to take bold actions and make significant progress, even if you've been paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. Right. And so I've also share with you why the belief that overwhelm is just part of the process is a complete myth, and how understanding the real cause of overwhelm can help you regain control and clarity, even if you've been, feeling lost and unable to manage the chaos. I've shown you how to sharpen your focus and improve productivity, ensuring that you stay on track and achieve your goals, even if you've been struggling with distractions and lack of direction. I have given you the secret weapon to build a reliable support network, okay? Ensuring you never feel isolated or unsupported in your journey, even if you felt alone and disconnected from those who could help. And I've also shown you how to gain a sense of direction and purpose, helping you to navigate your path with confidence and certainty, even if you felt aimless and unsure about whatever your next steps should be. Okay. And so with that, you we covered so much today. And ultimately, you can take what we talked about and begin to regain the momentum and passion for your business, right? And so I want to give you the highlights and what you need to really win and take your life to the next level starting today, right? And so the first thing, if you remember, is start with you, right? Focus on aligning your personal growth with your business goals before diving into strategies, right? Faith over doubt. Cultivate unwavering faith in your abilities as doubt undermines your foundation and progress. Okay. Build a support system. Surround yourself with reliable network that provides essential support and encouragement. All right. And then check your routine. Analyze and refine your daily habits to ensure they support your success and productivity. And then finally, hire a business coach. Invest in a coach who offers personalized guidance and expertise to elevate your business to new heights. All right. So, like I said, you can use all of these keys to start today rebuilding your business and your life. All right. But here's the thing, guys, you now have a decision to make. Right? You stand at a crossroads. Do you continue with the status quo, or are you going to take a bold step towards rewriting your story? And it's okay if you want to put right in the chat, to answer that. What decision are you making today? Let me know. I keep losing everything. All right, let's move this over here. That there, and we'll keep this right here. Rewriting your story. Yes, Jasmine. Rewriting your story. Okay. There we go. I started moving stuff around. Now I don't know what I'm doing over here. All right. So now as we wrap up today, let's move this here. As we wrap up today, all right, I want you to imagine where these steps can actually take your brand, take your vision, take your purpose, right? Where can it take you? You've seen the roadmap. Now it's time to actually make the transformation. And so I definitely would like to be a part of that. And so here's how I can help you with that. I have set aside time for the next 48 hours to speak with you personally, right? And so during this call, what we're going to do is we're going to put a step-by-step game plan together to bridge the gap between your vision and where you are now, help you align your personal growth with your business goals, ensuring you start with a strong foundation. We're going to identify 3 bold steps you can take today to break through barriers and gain momentum. Analyze your daily routine to refine habits and maximize productivity. Discuss strategies to build your unshakable confidence and overcome self-doubt. And explore the importance of a strong support network and how to build one tailored to your needs. Okay. And so the beautiful thing about this, guys, is that it's free. This is going to be a free one-on-one call. There she is. Free one-on-one call. All right. And so before I tell you how to actually access that call, Mom is in the back stage finally. There we go. I'm going to bring her up and let's let her share. There we go. Let's do it this way. There we go. All right. All right, Mom, what is it that's on your mind?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So this morning I kind of gave a little brief testimony to our church today concerning me being in Brandon Boot Camp, because I didn't go into it for business. I went into it because I had, like you had said earlier, I had lost myself. That person that I'm known to be was no longer there. And you talked to us already about checking in on yourself. I think that's how you were saying it, checking yourself, being aware of yourself, taking time for yourself. And I didn't even know who self was. I didn't recognize self at all. And so since being in Brandon Boot Camp, my life is like done a 180 because of the fact that um, I'm more aware. I'm more aware of myself, more aware of my surroundings. I know how now to better handle things, and because I'm one of those that I take it on. I take things on inside, and it's
Mm-hmm.
all personal to me. And so, since it's all personal to me, I hold on to it because I'm also a protector. And being a
Mm-hmm.
protector, that means any hurt there is, I gotta hold on to it.
Right.
And I'm learning that I don't have to hold on to the hurt. Um, I just wanted to say, I know everybody is not going into this for business or whatever, but if you have any area in your life where there's still doubt, where there's still, I know I should be further along here or there or doing this, I can honestly tell you, and y'all, I'm not just saying this because it's my daughter, because
Mm-hmm.
my children do a whole lot of stuff, and you know, um, that's just not me. And I'm very honest with my children. Yeah, I don't know about this one
Mm-hmm.
right here.
It
I'm
took her a
very
minute,
honest.
y'all. It took her a minute
Hmm.
just to get here. Okay.
Yes, yes. It was like pulling teeth, and it not been for one of my coworkers, I still wouldn't be talking to y'all today. But I'm so glad I had a coworker that, I mean, every day, did you join yet? Did you join yet? And I mean, this is a coworker telling me to join something for that my daughter's doing,
Right.
and I think I was the very last one to join.
Yes.
But what it has done for my life, what it has done where I can breathe. I I had a feeling that I did not add value to anyone's life. That's how I felt. And um, I know that I add value. I
Mm-hmm.
know that lives are changed because God has me here. I know I have a purpose. And it all started coming back to me once I was in the boot camp. And I mean, I'm one of those that, please don't end it, please, because I've come too far to just drop me right now. I need more. And it's so in line with what I'm taught at my church. And I mean, nothing has been where, like, wait a minute, that ain't what the word say. And she don't preach to us. It's not church, but it's in line with the word. It's in line with my spirit. The biggest thing. So that's. I just wanted to say, because I know everybody is not trying to open up a business. Everybody, but I'm telling y'all, it will catapult you into where you want to be, or at least make you think you can get there anyway. So that's all I had, Alicia. Thank you.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I really do
Yes.
appreciate it. Like I said, I really appreciate the feedback. And I love that. I wish I could just bring everybody up here. It feels good to just like have everybody on the screen or whatever. But yeah, like, and she's being so serious. Like, it took her a while. I've
Yes.
been trying to like give them, I'm like, Mom, I've been doing this forever. I know what I'm doing. And so, but I am so thankful that she finally decided to join and to see her.
Yes.
Is like I said, like, she's present. Like, personally for me, is she's present.
Yes.
And so, even just speaking about another person that's actually in our group, in our community, she was going through a lot of stuff during, the process. And
Hmm.
so just the other day, like, again, this, I think we're in week six or
Five or
seven.
six, six or
I
seven.
think it's
Yeah.
6 or 7.
Hmm.
And so she came in, and it was like, it was before, it's like she didn't want to, talk, very monotone. And if she had to say something, she said, but then it's like she came on the other day. It's like the process has
Yes.
it's like sunshine. And I just had to stop, and I just said, y'all, do y'all hear her? Do y'all hear her voice? Do y'all hear her spirit? Like, the amazing
Yes.
transformation that actually happens within the group. It's just, it's amazing. It's amazing. I know, probably repeating words,
Hmm.
but it really is amazing. It is. I love it. It's definitely not something I expected. And this is me writing it. Like, I did not expect it to do as much as it did and give as much as it did. But again, when God is in control, like, It ain't, you just move out the way and you let him do everything. So, but thank you, Mom, for sharing. We're
Yeah.
gonna finish up here, and yeah, we'll talk later. All right, bye. I mean, not bye. Don't go, don't go, don't go. I'm just gonna remove you from the stage. Okay, so really quick. So what we were I was gonna give you guys how to access the call, like the free call. Um so to access the call, all right. Or before I give how to access the call, I want to say this, that this call is not just something you just sign up for. Okay, so this is going to be a serious deep dive um conversation. And so we're going to really go through and go deeper in a lot of the things that we talked about today. And so the reason I am doing this, number one, is because we need more people reaching their vision. We need more people reaching their goals. There are people depending on you to get where you need to be, right? Okay. And then I know that also that some of you probably have questions or will have questions later that need to be answered. Maybe they're just personal. You don't want to ask them right now. So I want to make sure that there is an opportunity that, to really take this past, this just me on the screen, and for us to have one-on-one dialogue. And so that we can actually get you, to your goals. All right. So with that being said, let me put on the screen the how to access this call. And here's the link. Book now. And then if you book, let me know in the chat that you've booked. There we go. You can do that. And then also I'm going to put it in the chat comments. Put in a comment here. Sorry, guys. I do that sometimes. There we go. Copy. Save. Show. Boom. And comments. There we go. All right. So who thinks they're going to book the call with me? Let's see who is interested. Let me see if I can go to me. Mom, you already booked. Let's see. And let's go to, I think I should be able to pull up Facebook. And if there's any questions, comments, please share. Feel free to share for sure. Here we go. Okay, close that. There we go. And I put it over there on Facebook because I don't know I think it is. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this thing say 97 comments. I have to go back and look at all of them. Lon, listen, I wasn't already in Brandon Bootcamp. I would. Yes, me too. And I'm not kidding. There's when we do the replay, guys. I don't think I told y'all this. When we do the replay, so I have to go back and add the logo to the replay of our calls, our group sessions or whatever. Like I'm listening to it and I'm like, oh yeah, that was good. And I'm taking in notes for myself. I really am. Does anybody else want to come up and or have a comment or a question or anything like that? Or does anybody say that they're gonna join or not join, but want to have a deeper conversation? And also if you want to actually want to know, thank you so much, Miss Betty. If you want to know more about know more about the community, you will also do that through booking the call. So the community is a safe space, and it's just not something where it's just like click a button and you're in the community. No, it's like you're gonna, if you want to come into the community, we need to know, or I need to know, what type of people are entering in, because we've built such a cultivating and nurturing space, a non-judgmental space, that we do not want to mess that up at all. So it's not just about, oh yeah, let me get in there. But if you want to know more about that, that booking the call is how you do that, as well. Came in late. Will I be able to go back and get the full impact before I commit to book? You can do that. But again, so if you, there's no charge to book or anything like that. So even if you just, book the call, you'll still be good, and you'll still be able to watch the replay here. Now also the replay is not going to be up long, so I am going to end up taking the replay down. I don't know when, but it will definitely be before the end of the week. So if you're going to watch that replay, make sure you watch it before I take that down. Any other questions? Thank you all for the love. Thank you, Lon. Yes. Oh, Jasmine, you said me. Okay, thank you, girl. Long overdue. Yeah, Lanika. You better get in there. You definitely better get in there. For sure. Anything else, guys? All right, I just want to keep the link up there just a little longer, just so that I can make sure that everyone gets it. Like I know, yeah. But yeah, just make sure that everyone gets it. Also, I want to make sure, because I know like there's probably a lag for some people. So I just also want to make sure that there's no questions or any clarification on anything. Let me know, because I am here. And I want to thank everyone for actually participating, for coming out. We definitely had a steady amount of viewers. And so I want to thank all of you for coming in and listening. I really do pray that this really had an impact on you, something that's going to make you say, okay, this was inspiring for me to begin my shift, begin making the changes that I need to make in my life. Again, like the way this started out for me was, had a couple of things. So the first thing was, the birth of Caden. Caden was born and life just got crazy, in and out of hospital, trying to do a business while doing that. And then the school's not doing right. So when he gets to school age, and then I had to homeschool. He finally did a full year this year in public school. And so learning how to get back up and learning how to be resilient in that was, it took a lot. Also the different lessons that I got out of that. And then also like going through a divorce, moving, it was definitely a lot. It was a lot. But I'm definitely feeling free. I am feeling like I can do anything. I am here. I am building. I feel good about the moves that I'm making. I'm inspired to get up and do more. Like, y'all, I sit at this computer. Let me just give y'all an example. Like, you got to be really inspired. I got up this morning, cooked breakfast, and then since breakfast, I have literally been sitting at this computer to make sure that you all got what you needed, right? And so it's now 9:45. So I've been at this computer from, I want to say I sat down here at 10 to now it's now 9:45. Like that's dedication, right? And so I know a lot of you at one point had that dedication, that inspiration, but then there was something that came, was like, now I'm on the couch. Now, after I do this, I don't have the energy to do anything else. Okay. And so my hopes today is that I am inspiring you to make the shift, to want to do more, and then also giving you the tools of how you can begin to have a better impact and legacy in your life. Yeah, I don't know if, because y'all just still here. I don't see nobody talking to me or anything. You guys are just still here. You guys, you can talk to me. Or maybe I have to be the one. Okay. So I'll say this. Are you guys sure you don't have anything to say? You want to come up? Because it is literally showing there's 11 people here, and it's been steady like that from jump, which is good because that means you guys want more. And so if you want more, of course, book the call if you want more. I got a lot more, got lots. Also, there's a download. There's a download. So if you want a download, it's like a nice PDF, and my PDFs are next level. And I don't listen. I ain't trying to toot my horn, but my works. I'm just listening. This is good. I appreciate it. But I call them mindful warm-up guides. Okay. And so my mindful warm-up guides are next level. Okay. And so this is also free. So if you want the that PDF is going to help walk you through some stuff. Yes, they are good. Look at all caps. Let me put how can you guys reach me? How can you guys reach me? If you want one, how about I could do my email. Y'all could email me or put in the chat if you want one, because I don't want to put in the chat you because I don't know who's watching, because this is a public thing. If you guys want the PDF, it's phenomenal. Guy picked up this weekend to get back on track. Yeah, because you actually signed up for the other link, so you actually got that PDF. Does anybody else want it? It is a free mindful warm-up guide, and it is amazing. Put in the chat if you want one, or a comment if you want one. I want one. Got you, Jasmine. I'm gonna hit you up on Messenger. I can give it to you on Messenger. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think I can actually link it here. Actually, as a matter of fact, I can actually put the link here as well. Let me see if I can find it. Branding Boot Camp. Let's go home. Let's go to type PDFs. I sure can. It's right here. Download, not download. I need to share. Copy link. I'm gonna put it right here in the chat. I is. All right, y'all. Here it is, right here. There it is, right there. Okay, and I can also put it here. Oops. All right. I also put it there. You got it. Okay, good. to do it for you. I was about to. Oh, I sure would appreciate it too. But yep, so there it is. I put it there, and it should also be on YouTube because it's showing me YouTube that I'm messaging on YouTube as well. Okay, guys. Well, this is it for me. I look forward to talking with you all, or whoever decided to join the or take on that one-on-one call. The replay will be available as soon as we close up. It might take a little bit to process, but I think it's going to send. If you registered through StreamYard, right, you should be getting an email with the replay, just like you got an email with the just like you got an email with this, okay? But if not, message me, find me on Facebook, Alicia Richardson. All right. And then I should be able to get to you and get that replay to you. But if not, guys, I want to say good night to you all, and I look forward to seeing you all very, very, very soon. All right, good night.